Good morning, guys. Wait for some people to join the live this morning, guys. We on live, guys. We on live. Man, we're gonna cover some Sean P. Diddy case today, man. Things heating up, guys. Things are heating up. Ex-girlfriend testifying, judge telling P. Diddy he threatening he need to watch his face gesture towards the jury, his face expression, making faces towards the jury. You know, they're not buying that, guys. They're not buying it. So we are live, guys. What's going on, people? What's going on? As soon as you come in the chat, guys, make sure you press the like button, share the video so the video go in the algorithm. So what's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on, people? What's going on? What's going on? Welcome to the live, guys. Welcome to the live. You know, man, listen. This man right here, he's gonna do some time. Even though, you know what I mean, a lot of people testifying about his behaviors, sexual behaviors. That's another topic that we probably could get into a little bit. But man. So judge threatened to remove P. Diddy from court, making faces, you know, at the jury or expression, you know, and the judge said, if you do that, I'm going to kick you out of the courtroom. You're going to remove from the courtroom. So Sean Combs had to put himself, you know, self-contained, guys, self-contained. I'm going to put on my computer this morning as well so I can see what's going on behind the scenes. See what's going on behind the scenes, guys. And should have came on earlier this morning, but you know what I mean, it's just couldn't do it, man. You know, see if I get this computer rock and rolling, guys. Welcome to the chat, guys. Tap in when you come in. Press the like button when you come in, guys. Hit the like button when you come into the chat this morning. And it's a lot of things going on, man. A lot of things going on in the news, especially when it comes down to Sean Cole, P. Diddy. Man, listen, this man here, people, you know what I mean? I want to ask some people in the chat because is it a possibility this man might walk away free? I mean, there's talking about he might walk away free, guys. There's talking he might walk away free. And not about walking away free, but we'll do some time. I believe this man will do some time. Good morning, projects. Good morning, Bestie. Good morning, Ron Fairchild. Good morning, guys. Welcome to the chat. Press the like button, guys. Welcome to the chat. I appreciate everyone logging in this morning at Friday morning, guys. And listen, guys. You know what I mean? Behind the scene, man. According to the paper, man, ex-girlfriend allegedly P. Diddy victim testify how 90% of their sex involve other men. You know what I mean? What that clown, listen. Now there's what? Wait, so now there's 14 what? What are you talking about? Now there's 14 what? You know what I mean? We're gonna cause the judge saying that he will remove P. Diddy from court because I guess he was looking towards the jury and making yeah, listen, I don't worry about that now. There's why people listen. Like I said, you know what I mean? We here this morning, we're just going to continue the show. Even if people on or not, I know people watch my podcast later on. You know what I mean? I have good subscribers, understand, you know, they come on, they watch it, the show later on. You know what I mean? A woman federal prosecutor calling a victim of Sean P. Diddy Cone took the stand at his federal trial in Lower Manhattan on Thursday, which was yesterday, telling the court that during their 3-year relationship, which lasts up until September, September arrest. So P. Diddy was dating a female all the way up to his arrest in September 16 of last year. And she said 90% of their time together was during drugs, the drug fuel, long days, with free calls. She was, listen, 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 people got to understand. You got to be responsible. You have to take some time. But you got, if you got to go, you got to go. Thank you for coming in, man. Make sure you press a like before you leave. Thank you. What I don't understand is this: if you go in a relationship with a person, and the person is telling you, this is relationship, blah blah blah. This is what we doing. Free carbs. You want to sign up for it? This, that. And if you're not into that, tell the man keep on moving and step. But if you said 90%. People, come on now. Let's be realistic here. And these women that come in and playing victim is a bunch of bull crap, guys. These people are not victims. I believe they're not victim. I believe they're all jumping on a bandwagon to get the bag. I believe so. I believe all of these people that coming out now, they all consent. And like I keep saying, they came to the point where they seen themselves on video camera, and the disgusting act that they did, because these people was high up on all type of dope and drugs, Viagra, cocaine. Who knows what these people was doing? And now they have some type of guilt and shame to see what they did. They're getting older now. People seeing it now. It's a big thing in the public. Now she want to say 90%. Please, someone help me understand this. 90%. I'm looking at here because they was dating up to the September 16 arrest. She said up to 90% of their time together was doing drug fuel, days long freak offs. Listen, some people say she was coerced or into performing. I don't believe that. That's a lie. That's a lie. You listen. So if 90% of your time with P. Diddy was involved in sex with other men, and therefore you came into this relationship and you didn't set no boundaries, no boundary for yourself, no we call it morality stand, where will you go? But because you're getting paid and because someone is paying your rent, someone is paying $10,000 a month for your apartment, you want to live that lifestyle, it come with a price. It came with a price. And all of these people are in cahoots. They know what the price they had to pay. It's either you could side with this man freak off and lifestyle in which they did, because they was getting a very, very good pay and living in the fancy hotel, $10,000 hotel a month or a night or whatever it is. So they choose their lifestyle over their morality. Over morality. So now this is performing sex acts with male sex workers. So where's your accountability as a female for yourself? Where's your accountability? Where's your moral? Where's your morality? Where's your self-love? Where's your self-respect for yourself? Ladies, where is that? Where is that? Where is it? The woman who is being referred to as Jane Doe during the trial to protect her identity is the latest woman brought forth by a federal prosecutor in the South District of New York to explain how the Fed say once powerful rap and fashion monger used his company and loyal staff as a criminal enterprise, to coerce and to control women who he would blackmail and manipulate into performing in freak off, with sex marathons, which are which near billions would often film while masturbating. This is what it says. Combe had pleaded not guilty to all charges in federal court, 5-count indictment, which includes sex trafficking, racketeering, and transportation to engage in prostitution. Taking a stand after court had returned from the day lunch break, Jane Doe revealed early in the testimony and prior to connect romantically with Combs in 2021. She was involved with a man whom Combs has history tense relationship. She said she would meet up the rapper, world icon in Miami, a party she attended with group of girlfriends, one of who casually dated Combs at the time since his was 2018 split with R&B Cassidy. People, do you hear the thing? These people, see, these people really make us sacrifice in life what they want to do because they want to go into the music industry, in the entertainment world. And when they go into the entertainment world, all people, these people will do anything. That's the problem. See, these people, nobody want to tell you about these people are so eager to go in the music industry and they would do anything. And now, when it seemed that all the foul things that they did to go in the music industry, now they want to have morality conscience. Now they want to have a morality conscience because now people looking at them like, oh, that's the problem. You put money and materialistic things over your morality. And now these people, older women, older men getting up in the age in their 30s, all realize what they did was disgusting. Now they want to withdraw all what they did. So what happened to your accountability, Cassie? What happened to your accountability? All of these women knowingly went into a relationship with P. Diddy. P. Diddy made an offer to them. And they took the offer. She took the offer because she didn't want to leave her $10,000 apartment because you were spoiled in that lifestyle to brag with your friends. Oh, I'm in a $10,000 apartment. P. Diddy's paying for it. This, that. And now the game, you don't want to play the game no more. You want to come out the game. This man introduced you to the game. You had an opportunity to say, listen, I'm not playing that game. I love myself. I have more for myself. I am not going to go to that level and I'm leaving. That's it. But these people went down to that level because they came in the music industry expect. And they expect, they think their talent. Their talent not going to take them there, guys. But some of these people don't have no talent. They talent, but they have no talent. They're not talented. That's the problem. That's the problem with Cassidy. She have talent. She can go in the studio with all the latest computer and voice make make her sing like an angel. But to actually perform in real person, she was horrible. She don't have the voice. So in other words, these people got to make up. They got to make up, the difference. And when someone make your offer, guys, keep it real. If you date and see, that's why I know these people, the jury is not buying these people nonsense. The jury is not buying these people playing the victim. I am telling you guys, the jury is not buying it. The jury, they're not buying it, guys. The jury are not buying that these people are victims. Let me tell you something. It's like I said, it's very hard to get people who does not know about what's going on in the social media world, especially with this case. Everybody know of this case, guys. So these people going there, oh, I don't know, yeah, this, that. No. Listen, let me tell you something, guys. These jury gonna have to come with these jury gonna have to deliberate and come with a decision. And to me, it seems like this case is wrapping up quicker than what we expected because the prosecutor is going full force. But to me, they are not proving sex trafficking. They are not proving no RICO. They are not, guys. They are not. Every person they brought on the stand are in that lifestyle. Don't you think the jury know that? Don't you think the judge know that? Don't you think the judge know these people was not coerced? These people was getting benefits. These people was getting benefits. What I say the benefits? Jane Doe. So my question is to Jane Doe. You prefer your safety or you prefer your luxury lifestyle to live in a $10,000 hotel a night or a week, a month, or whatever it is P. Diddy was paying, and he said he used that to blackmail you and to hold over your head. If you don't do what he say, then you're not going to live in that lifestyle. So don't live in a $10,000 hotel. If somebody threaten you because of they paying for your hotel, don't live in that lifestyle hotel. Remove yourself from that lifestyle. But they are so caught up in that lifestyle. So you saying just because this man is paying you 10,000, this man is paying and you agree to it. You agree to it. You know what I mean? You agree to the package. You agree to it. Because if P didn't come to you and say, listen, this is my lifestyle, this is what I want to do, and if you're into it, then she said, okay, I'm into it. So now you went and record and said 90% of your relationship or sex relationship were involving other men. So all these years, you continued that lifestyle for all these years for the love of your apartment, for your $10,000. You sold your soul, yourself. See, people don't understand when people they say they sell yourself in Hollywood for money. What it is, you sell your morality. You sell yourself. You sell yourself short. That's what it means. Don't mean you go out and sell your morality. You do anything for that bag. You do anything. That's when people say you sell your soul. You do anything to keep that $10,000 apartment Sean P. Diddy was paying for you for a month. Now you said, oh, you don't want to do that no more. And he said, listen, well, I'm not paying you a $10,000 a month. Do people ever think it's that point of view where that was part of the deal? Okay, you want to come into this circle? Okay, now I will pay for you where you live. I will fly. She's saying she fly to Miami and all over the world having a good time. So that's it. She agreed to that type of contract. She agreed to it. So how now all of a sudden you renege on your deal? Because I am sure P. Diddy did not renege on none of his engagements. None of his sex or freak offs, P. Diddy renege on it. Everybody know what's going on. Either you're in it or not. You had to make a choice what you do. Either you go along for this man to pay for your $10,000 a month rent or whatever it is, a week or a month, a night or whatever it is. You decide that to take it. So the man said, listen, if I pay all of this for you, this would come with it. So for 3 or 4 years, Miss Jane Doe, you agree with his agenda. It's when he probably changed up the agenda on you. You said, listen, I don't want to do this no more. Then he said, listen, then I'm not paying your hotel no more. Or he used that to blackmail. Come on. Wake up. MHF, good morning, guys. Project, good morning, guys. Welcome to the chat, guys. Listen, guys, we see we had like over 19, 20 people in the chat. I only have one like, guys. 11 people in the chat now. Went down 11 people. Come on, guys. Give the video a like, share, subscribe to the platform, guys. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. Make sure you press the like. So, you know what I mean? This channel, guys, I try my best. When it's to try my best, I don't follow the trend of other podcasts on their channels. All they regurgitating the same crap over and over. I'm coming from the point where Jane don't have to be accountable for action. P. Diddy have to be accountable for action. Cassidy have to be accountable for and anyone that's involved in the P. Diddy case, general, have to be held accountable for their action because they willingly knowing, just like Jane Doe. And I keep going because she was testifying yesterday, this man coerced her to do this. No, he didn't coerce you. You saw the $10,000 a month luxury lifestyle hotel and you put your morals on the shelf. And dignity and respect for yourself, self-morality. You put it on the shelf. It went out the window. Because you want to tell your friends, oh, I'm living in a $10,000. But what are you doing for it? You think that's for free? Do you think in today's world, any woman, any man paying a woman rent or $10,000 a month, she gonna just do nothing for it? You must be out of your damn mind. All these women is living a delusional world, thinking that you're gonna go to a rich man and you're gonna go live off his money. You're not gonna do nothing for it. You're gonna have to make some you're gonna have to compromise. If you don't want to be in that relationship, you leave it. If you don't want to compromise, you leave. But once you compromise your morality for money, you are responsible for your action. That's what YARDCHAT stands for. You are responsible for your action daily. So all of these people that you're seeing here, they are responsible for the action because there is somehow down the road. There is nobody forced these people to sign no contract. Nobody's forcing nobody doing nothing. Somebody come to you the first time, did something to you foul, you leave it and you report it. Come on, guys. 21 people in the chat. Can I get some likes in the chat, guys? Come on now. Please like up the video, guys. Like up the video, guys. Come on now. Like up the video. Appreciate it. Like up the video, guys. Come on. 21 people and 1 likes, guys. Come on now. How that work? You know what I mean? Your guys think, you know, I don't do this for a living. I do this for you know, just for, you know, peace of mind to share my thoughts on certain things. And, you know, people come in the chat, they linger, they look at you, they this, they that. And instead of them pressing the like button, you know, they don't press the like button. They watch, they come on your platform. Just like 11 people in here now. They come on your platform, they watch your platform. And do you think they're going to press the like button? They're not going to press the like button. They you know, they come and watch and see. And they're not pressing the like button, guys. You know what I mean? But it's okay. I'm not going to beg people for like. But like I said, who the channel's for? Who's the channel for? People who will come in and view the platform. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? It's I keep it real, guys. I keep it real. I keep it real. I don't. I'm not a biased commentator about anyone. You know what I mean? We just here talking about P. Diddy case. But you know, like I said, I come from a different perspective of everything where people think that these Jane Doe come on, make the testimony. He coerced me, he forced me. All these years, that's why I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. So if someone did something to you, criminally, a crime, you're not going to report it. You're not going to report it, but you're going to report it to the civil court for the bag, for the money. How is that? How are you going to report? You're going to report to the civil court that someone raped you, someone, you know, did something to you, but you did not do officially police report to make it on document. Tell me how that worked. Mitchell Pearson, hello, good morning. How are you? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Give me a like, guys. Press the like button. I appreciate it if you do. And you know, we just hold a vibe this morning, man. And like I said, you know, we have the we have the ex-girlfriend coming up testifying about, you know, the 90% of their sexual life or whatever it is, 90% of their time together was during drug fuel, day-long free calls where she was, you know, coerced. I don't believe she was coerced. She was so high on drugs that these people do anything, and when they find out what they did, they're embarrassed. That's what it is, embarrassed now. So, you know, coerced into performing sex with male prostitute. Like again, Jane Doe, who is being referenced as Jane Doe to protect her identity because she don't want to be, you know, put out there. You know, she's a, you know, one of the latest women that brought, you know, in court for the federal prosecutor yesterday on Thursday to, you know, share her testimony and, you know, talk about what, you know, what went down between her and P. Diddy. But you said 90% of your time in your sex with other men. So what happened to the other 10%? What happened to the other 10%? So that means the other 10%, you don't have no say so in nothing. You couldn't report it. You couldn't call the police. You could call your girlfriend. You meet up with your girlfriend. But you everybody have excuses when it's time to report a criminal act. But no one have an excuse when it's time to report, to go to the court, civil court for that big bag. No one have a problem with that. See, this is the thing that a lot of people, that's why I said these people in this case, they're all full of crap. I believe they're all in cahoots. And Free Puff Daddy whole tries about people doing what they want to do. I'm not saying free P. Diddy for what? What are you going to free P. Diddy? Free P. Diddy disgusting. He should be charged with domestic violence, guys. Stop it. See, you see people, Henry Smith, no disrespect. You don't come on this platform talking about free Diddy. I just made a video the other day, you and another person that I know her, and I had to cut her off because she talking nonsense talking about free P. Diddy. He's not on case for this and that. Look what he did to Cassie. Any any person in their right mind saw what he did to Cassie. You're gonna say that free this man? He's a monster. He's a dynamic monster. He need to be dealt with, and he need to be put in some type of therapeutic program to be, or he need help. He needs some psychotic help. There is no need for any human being in their right mind to act like that towards another human being. But he's not charged with domestic violence. That's the problem, because Cassie did not file a case. None of these people accusers file a criminal case against P. Diddy, a domestic violence case. None of these people did. If the Fed did not come in, Cassie would be still under P. Diddy arms or whatever it is, or her husband. All of these people would never say nothing, because what? They prefer the bag over the morality. And that's what it is, morality, guys. Come on, guys, press the like button. Give us a like. 38 people in the chat. We going up, guys. I appreciate it. And no one is giving the video a like. Listen, if you don't like what I'm saying, guys, but it's the truth. It's the truth. Now, hear this now. Now they charging this man. The federal have 5 counts indictment with sex trafficking. I don't see no sex trafficking. These people willingly travel, just like these Instagram model. All of these people are Instagram model. Offer themselves for money. That's the oldest trick, oldest professional in the world, prostitution. And women use that to the fullest. Men use it too, but women use it to the fullest. Bash their eye, do all type of things, go in the bar, hook up. Man, this is the old game. It does come from a different form, but it's coming from a different perspective, but in the same genre of the same thing, guys. Nothing is different. Prostitution is prostitution. And these women that you see, Cassie, she was a prostitute. Jane Doe is a prostitute. P. Diddy is a prostitute. All of these people sell themselves. They all prostitute because they all went into a club. They all went into a group. They all agree. Because if I'm in a relationship with somebody come to me. Say for example, I'm dating somebody. And the female, she have money, she have influence, she have power, and she said, listen, I want you to come to Florida. We're gonna do this, you're gonna do that, you're gonna do this, I'm gonna fly you out. I have to make a choice, a decision, either to go or not to go. And you must ask questions. These female ask questions. They're not telling you. None of these people force these people to do nothing. No one would force you to do anything when it comes down into music world. You have a choice. Sign your morality away or do the freakiness and disgusting immorality things. Now they found out what they did was immorality. Let me tell you something. You know what one of the biggest problem in this case, what people are not looking at? And none of these district attorney and none of the prosecutor or the defensive lawyer, no one is looking at this perspective of it. Just something I'm going to say to you this morning. Did anyone question these people? Did they ask questions when they hook up with P. Diddy? What is their expectations? Because I'm sure this man made his expectation to you. Let me tell you something, guys. Even the devil coming to you with a deal. Even the devil himself is coming to you with a contract. Maybe the contract is not on the up and up. The contract is not on the up and up. It's not on the up and up, but it's for you to do your investigation, just like when you go in the music world. When someone give you a contract, you just don't sign it. You do your investigation diligently. You get a lawyer who's not a socialized himself with nobody in the music industry. Your lawyer who have your own best interest to look over your contract to make sure that your contract benefit you, not benefit no other entity. And that's the reason why these people sign these contracts and forgetting what they sign, and now they're in the deal too much. They want to get out. So for women to get out of these deals, what they cry? Victim. And everybody come running. The court system come running. The feds come running. Yes. What deal they made with Cassidy? Let me tell you some people. You went to the FBI. And I'm sure the FBI know that she was in cahoots with this man, but she made a deal. P. Diddy and your associate made a deals. They made deals. They're not going to tell you this. Why did they threaten to move him from court? Because he was looking at the jury and making faces and expressing certain things, and the judge said, listen, you cannot do that. If you do that, you're going to be removed. That's the reason why. That's the reason why. Okay? That's the reason why. These are the things that right here, his expression. The judge said we're not going to allow that. We're not going to allow that in the courtroom. We are not going to allow that in the courtroom. We're not going to allow none of that. And see, the judge said we're not going to allow that. Now he's making expression. I don't know, but these are pictures that, the court reported, no live cameras in the court. So, these are the pictures that we get online. So he's looking and the judge said, listen, we're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. So the judge said, we're not going to do that. We're not going to play these games. So right now, it's not looking good, man. It's not looking good for this man. Apparently, he's going to do some time. I don't know which picture is best to put there. I have, all these, he's going to do some time, guys. He's going to do some time. And look at this. See, this is a closer picture. See this, man? Let me tell you something. This type of behavior just didn't start yesterday or today. I made a video the other day with Lord Jamar. Video's doing good. It's on my platform. Lord Jamar is going way back in the 90s. Uptown Records. Lord Jamar went on record. You think they're going to free him? No. P. Diddy should not be free. If P. Diddy come out of prison, he needs some therapy. He needs some help. His whole family need help. Listen. They need help. His daughter's 18, 19 years old. They're gonna need some therapy. It's a lot for them to comprehend at once. The behaviors, what this man did, and you have to hear all type of sexual thing what your father did. You have to hear in court, size of his, and all people. It's horrible. It's horrible. You know what I mean? Those girls are traumatized. Let me tell you something, guys. Let me tell you something. For a man to do things as what they say this man did, and for whoever that was in that circle with this man, they are the same monsters. The immorality. What P. Diddy have? He have a sex demonic. All of them tattoos. Look at their tattoos. Look at their tattoos. Hear this now. See, listen, Robert Chavez, Roberto or Robert Chavez. Good morning. Give me a like for that comment, man. Shout out to Robert Chavez. Shout out, cause you free Diddy. This guy Bob free Diddy. Free the Diddler for what? Free him for what? Stop it. Listen, Robert Chavez, man. Listen, brother. I see your point of view. Yes. That's my next question, and my next perspective and point of view was I was going to draw forth. I believe because here this we have a couple people in the chat. So what I'm talking about is very important, and it's not to get views, but it's reality. This platform, people. You know what I mean? If I get views, I get views. But hear what I'm saying. I'm going to give you a little 5 minutes of Sean Combs' father, Melvin Earl Jones. Melvin Earl Combs was a friend with Frank Lucas back when they used to run. Janet, she been into a lot. Trust me, she's not innocent, guys. All of these people, Dapper Dan, he know their family. And P. Diddy used to run with Frank Lucas. But guess what? His father was playing double agent, playing, missing with enemy. And, so he got assassinated. I think P. Diddy was 2 years old. I don't think he knew his father. The mother was, I think she was like, I'm not sure if she was a teacher or I'm not sure, something like, but her sister. We don't hear nothing about, His sister, we don't really hear about his sister. So what happened now? Lord Jamar, this back in the 90s, Lord Jamar came out and said, rumors. Allegedly, these are rumors that, yes, he was a big time kingpin. Frank Lucas, big time, guys. Denzel Washington made a movie about him. So go check that out. So I'm not lying, guys. See, I'm not lying. See, one thing about this channel is what these people say and do that I bring forth. I don't, and then I put my own thoughts on it, but my own opinion. I'm entitled to my own opinion. But to say someone did this, I would never say that because I wasn't there. I don't have proof. But whatever these people say, I will use it. So we all know that Frank Lucas and Melvin Earl Combs, they were Melvin used to work for Frank Lucas, and we know Frank Lucas. What he did was in Harlem, he went straight to the middleman and cut out. He cut out the middleman and went straight to the source to get the dope to flood it in Harlem, to push and people Harlem. That's why it happened now. So what happened now? Melvin got killed back, I think, in the 70s. 78, 79, I'm not sure. I'm not sure. P. Diddy was 2 years old. He don't know his father. So, and I think, I'm not going to get into that part, but I know your husband or your father into certain things, what your son father into, but they allegedly listen, like I said, the apple do not fall too far from the tree. The apple do not fall far from the tree. Because the same thing that his father was in, it seemed like it's the same thing that his son years and years later trick it into. Knowing people in the music industry who's borrowing money, his Sean John Revolt and all these, when he started out his music industry or his clothes business, someone in California gave him millions, hundred millions of dollars. P. Diddy was on top of the world and met a lot of friends, but also made a lot of enemies. This is not about conspiracy now. No, he made a lot of enemies. Okay, a lot of enemies. People, you just don't go to the top and thinking everything is all good. You just don't go to the top of the music industry to be one of the most dominant influence bad boy entertainment person in the music industry. Okay? So Lord Jamal said the reason why Sean Cole P. Diddy got dismissed or fired from not Bad Boy Records, sorry, Uptown Records, is due to some putting men in some dangerous position and situations. That's what Lord Jamal said. So he's saying that there was a rumor going around that there's a gay mafia in the music industry where a lot of the gay men socialize themselves with, they make deals and that they're all in bed together, they're all in cahoots, a whole bunch of them. I'm not can't drop no names because I don't want to get sued. I don't want to get sued or my channel flack, but so Lord Jamal went on record and said that P. Diddy, this type of behavior is nothing new. There was rumors that this type of behavior didn't happen today. And Robert Chavez, no, thank you. I'm going to go to your comment now. Do you know, I also work in medical health field, and I work also into the mental health field in both departments. Right now, I'm currently working in the nursing department, in the medical department, but I also work with mental kids traumatized for years, supervising for years, guys. So I know what I'm talking about. Hear this now. A lot of the times when you see someone do things so maliciously, Claude Davis, Angela Rell, listen, man, listen, guys. For years those names be dropping in Hollywood. Those names be dropping in the music industry, from Michael Jackson to Whitney Houston. All those names been dropped. Why? Right? So those people, man, listen. Those people, listen. I am not saying those people are guilty, but I know that to go in the music industry and to reach that level in the music industry, it's not 1, 2, 3. It's not 1, 2, 3. You have to pay some dividends. Check my sound. You have to pay your due. So whenever your due is this. When you come in, when you go in the music industry, as I said before, they watch you. They watch you, see what your next move, who you socialize yourself, who you move with, who are your friend, who are your company. They watch you so they can make a move, so they could give you an offer, and majority of the time people would take it. People would take it. No, so hear this. No, people saying that, going back to Robert Chavez point of view, what he said. Like I said, I work in that type of field, and I work with teenagers for years. For years, guys, I know what I'm talking about. Hear this now. Some of these kids, when you see they do something to another people, they are traumatized themselves. Someone did them something when they was kids. And majority of the time, when you see people commit these type of brutal act, and their mind is out there like that, they learn this behavior from somewhere. Dapper Dan went on record. Oh, a video, not too long. That man's 80 years old. He said he know P. Diddy parents. He know that he grew up with them. He know them. And he said this type of behavior didn't start today. Been going on for years. But he said it's due because of social media. Now, you now social media, it's more out there because people are putting it out there. People are informing people what's going on behind the scenes, especially in the music world. So these type of behaviors not happening now. And hear this now. Hear this. Double standard. I was watching Johnny Carson show. I was watching Johnny Carson show, and there was a gentleman on there, and he said he went to some high functioning event, right? And his friend was saying, "Oh, you see that woman over there? If you want to be with her, you got to pay some money, a healthy price." He said, "If you go over to the bar, you buy her a drink, but you got to pay her some money if you want to be with her. That's prostitution, escorting people." And this man was speaking like that while on international TV. This type of behavior going on for years. For years. So you trying to tell me? So you trying to tell me? You trying to tell me I went to California. Say I went to California to some type of baby oil. Yeah, Jagger Right. Jagger Right, I don't trust her. I don't trust her. I don't trust Jagger Right. I believe these people are full of nonsense. These people do things for likes, clickbaits, for view, for money, for the channel. These people make thousands of dollars a month, guys. Thousands. They're addicted to social media, the lifestyle, and to tear people down. Because let me tell you something. Jagger Right, she lies. She's a liar. She's a liar. All of these people's under the federal FBI protection program, Gene Deal, all of them. But I cannot understand if you are aware of all these information talking about you lead girl from those sex parties. So why you don't go to the police and do? People, stop. No, stop. Stop. So why none of these people are being called if they are star witness? If they know so much, Jagger Wright and Gene Deal and all these bodyguards and ex-bodyguards and ex-strippers and this and that, why they did not go to the police and made a report? Why they are not on jury being testified against Sean Cole? If they know all of this, if they know all of this information, people, why are they not going to the courts and tell the police what they like to what's going on? You like GNB's full of crap. They're all full of crap. You ever see New York? If you see something, say something. So if you see something and know something, you are guilty of that crime as well. A lot of these people that you see coming out now telling this or did this, why you didn't speak up back then? Why you didn't go to the police, Gene Dean, if you know all these stories? Why you Jagger Right if you know you escort people from these free cops? Why you didn't go to the police And where none of these people have sex rapes? Where is the sex report? Where's the police report? If these people are being raped and this and that, you didn't go to the police to do a rape kit. None of this. People, what is going on? But we must believe a woman that she bat her eye and say she was coerced, but someone told you, listen, this is my lifestyle. If you want to be in this lifestyle, this is what you're going to do. I could put you up in a hotel paying $10,000 a month, but they choose money over the morality. That's what it is. We are living in the last days, people. What people do for money is it's the start of it now. It's the start of it. So everybody coming on social media talking a bunch of nonsense. P did it this, P did that. P didn't say he's not innocent. None of these people are innocent either. None of them, they're all guilty. Because they all went in it with a full idea, because nobody go in this type of behavior, sexual behavior, if they're not being told what expect of them. So therefore, you make a decision. And even if somebody make a pass at you and you didn't know that's how it go, you as an adult, you're not a child. You go to the police and you make that police report. Where are the police report? Away from the civil court. Where are the criminal report of a rape that took place, or sexual assault that went down? Where are they? Where are they? So this is what this channel bring up balance, and people need to stop biting some of these social media platform that go to the court and this and that, telling you a whole bunch of crap. It's not so. Realistically, where are the criminal charges from these people? Not the prosecutor, not the federal government. Where are the criminal charges? Where are the police reports? But these people go to civil court and explain everything that happened criminally towards them, being assault, being punished, doing all of that, being forced to do all that. But nobody make a criminal report, but they go to the civil court. Why? Why? Because money. And money is always the root to all evil. Money. No one can prove it. It's money, guys. Money. Jagger right in gender is money. Mean Gene Deal, all of them is about money. And Robert Chavez, you're 100% right. I believe something did happen to this man, probably in his young years, probably was touched, molested, and that's what happened. People don't understand when a child, being molested at a certain young age, they block it out, people. They block it out. Your brain have a way to protect itself from harm. Trust me, guys, the brain have a way to protect itself because we have different personality within ourselves, where our brains know you can't handle that. We're going to put it in the back. Nope, we're going to leave it there. Jackson Ford, good morning, man. How you doing? How you doing? Dan, good morning. Good morning, guys. Big up to everyone that's coming to chat, guys. Can we go up to 10 likes? Can we go up to 10 likes, guys? We at 8. Can we go up to 10 likes? I appreciate it if we go up to 10 likes. Thank you guys for coming into the live, man. I appreciate everyone that's showing their support on this platform. So we're just having a discussion. Listen, anyone want to come on the platform, I can invite you up and we could go live. Anyone want to come on the platform, guys, just send me your email. Send me an email. Send it to yardchatpromotion@gmail.com. I'm good, man. I'm good, Jackson. Anyone want to come up and we could have a discussion on what we're speaking about now, and we could just go with the flow, guys. If anyone want to come on. The love, the sex, drugs, and money. Listen, man, it's sex, money, sex, rock and roll. I don't know how they pronounce it. That's all it is, man. That's all it is. So that's why I'm saying, I cannot understand how we have grown women, adult people doing childish things. Adult people doing childish things where we as parents tell our kids, listen, if someone touch you, someone speak to you in a certain way or whatever, you go to a teacher, you go to the guidance counselor, you go to the police, you go to your parents, but you go to someone with some type of authority. You let them know. That's what we tell our kids. So why, as grown people, we are not taking our own advice that we give to our kids? We know these things. So these people, I believe they're full of nonsense. You cannot be, after Diddy left Cassidy, then you start dating another woman. So this woman say 90% of their time, sexual with other men. But when it became to that point, in 3 years, you sat there or whatever it is, till the present time when he went to jail in September 16 of last year, 2024. You dated this man, and you talk about 90% of your time you did all of this. So what happened to your responsibility? What happened to you? Why are you not taking accountability for your action? So you sat back for 3 years or 4 years. This you having all different sex with different men, talking about P. Diddy, so no, unprotected sex, go raw, this and that. And you, as a woman, you stood there and let another man enter you without having a condom on. You full of nonsense. You're full of nonsense. I don't believe that. I don't believe that someone will have so much power over someone's sexual in that way unless if you didn't consent to it. Because the first time he went to you, he gave you a proposal. Somebody not just going to pay a hotel fee for you for $10,000 a month or whatever, or a week or whatever it is. That's a lot of money, guys. 10 grand a month, a week, or a night, or whatever it is. That's a lot of money. So you have to be doing something for that service. Then you want to come on in court and cry and bite your eye. He forced me, he coerced me. Meanwhile, where is your police report? So if the FBI didn't come in and step in, nobody will come and step in because everyone is okay with it. Now the opportunity for everyone to grab the bag, they're running for it because guess what? They all will be compensated for their for being abused or whatever it is. Let's check out P. Diddy's status of money. People, money not going to last forever. So all 150 cases now is down to 50. If I'm right, to what I read, if I'm right, 50. The last time was over 100 and something people, 150 or 200 people came with Tony Bismuth filing cases. To what I'm hearing now is down to 50. So what happened to the other 100 and something, 250 other? What happened to those people? What happened to those people? Defending Diddy. I'm not defending Diddy. Listen, defending Diddy after seeing how many evil this guy did this trial, insane. Nobody's defending Diddy. You just came into the chat. See, listen, stop. People in the chat know what I'm talking about. You just come in the chat and you say, oh, defending Diddy. I'm not defending Diddy. I'm not defending Diddy. Or listen, so everyone that, come on, man. Listen. Explain yourself. Yeah, stop, because you don't see, this is the problem with people. See, this is perfect example, Jackson Ford. This is a perfect example. You go in a room, you look at the room, you're only going to look at what at the room at that present time. You know, you didn't know what happened prior towards that. You're making a decision what you see. So you come in a chat and you make a decision of a conversation that we're having. Now you say, I'm defending you, I'm defending Diddy. And you should see a right person who have a wise mind and the reason why we come in someone's chat and listen to the conversation, what's going on before you open your mouth. And you probably say all of these women was coerced, right? All of these probably women was coerced to do what they want to do, right? And they should not take no type of accountability. Come on, man. People have to be, people have to think realistic. People have to think realistically. So the judge saying that he threatened P. Diddy yesterday and said, thank you for the 10 likes, guys. He threatened P. Diddy and said, you need to stop turning around in court or whatever it is, or looking at the jury, making faces and like trying to, I don't know if he's trying to intimidate them or whatever he's trying to do. But the judge said, listen, if you continue that behavior, you will get you will removed from this court and you will not know what's going on in the court, only through your lawyer, or you sit in the back and hear it through a microphone. That's it. No special treatment. No special treatment. No special treatment. So let me continue the article here now. Hear this now. According to Jane Doe, who he would blackmail and manipulate into performing freak-off sex marathon. The only reason why P. Diddy could blackmail people because you did something that you don't supposed to do. Immoral. You did something immoral. People, do you see? This is a case about morality, but they don't want to tell you that. And you know what I'm glad about? I'm glad this is a mixed immorality group of people, black and white. So nobody can use no race card. God is good. No one can use no race card. Oh, he's doing this because I'm black. Oh, he's doing this because he's racist. He's doing this, that. Every man is for himself. Because at the end of the day, money don't care about color. And it's so sad. No, you have the male stripper. He's another pathetic guy, disgusting. Talking about he's a man of God. Let me tell you something. I didn't say this. I'd make a video, but I didn't say this. These people have this idea in their head. You think he's an Illuminati? What's Illuminati? What's Illuminati? You need to, hello, Monica. This, Robert, what is Illuminati? What is the Illuminati? Do you know what Illuminati is? People think Illuminati is some people in some type of back room in some forest with black hood on their face and chanting some nonsense. No, it's not that. Come on, people. It took me a while to realize what this enemy is doing. And he's slick, man. This enemy is slick. Listen, ain't no new tricks, guys. There ain't no new tricks. It took me a good almost a half a year to realize what the enemy is doing. He's very slick, very cunning. And like I said, I'm very happy no one can pull a race card in this one. No race card can be pulled. I'm surprised they don't try to go after Usher for how he delivered Justin Bieber to say at Diddy House for a weekend when he was only young. Listen. Stop. Back up. Number one, you said Usher. Wrong. His parents. You see, now I'm going to the real reality talk. Which parents in their right mind? My son is my youngest son gonna be 10 and 13. Do you think I'm gonna get my 13-year-old boy go with a female producer or music guru or whatever it is and sign papers? Oh, you have potential right of my son for 48 hours a week or 2 weeks or a year or whatever it is. Who to blame when you as a parent sign your legal right to a next person? So don't come and blame Usher. You blame their parents. You blame the parents of these so-called entertainers. You blame Cassidy's mother, have this girl out there 16, 15 years old in the music industry out there, whatever. And now she get caught up, swallow up, because you tell her to go find herself in the music world. So don't come in and I'm talking about Usher. Don't blame nobody else for your kid problem as a parent in this type of situation here. You don't blame nobody because you signed papers, documents saying that give this man right to your underage son. He's been exposed to certain things. Usher said, there's no way a 12 or 13-year-old boy should be at these type of adult engagement. That came out of Usher mouth. So who to blame? Their parents. You don't blame Diddy. Their parents. Accountability, yes. But their parents need to be held accountable because they the one sign off on papers because of what? Because of what? Because of money. Money is root to all evil, guys. Money. Yes, you're right. You're right. Yes, you're right. You're right. Now you start. Yes, your parents are from Liberia. Have a secret society. Listen, listen. Secret society. It been around since a big enough time, guys. These things been around since a big enough time. But what it is, parents need to educate their kids and let their kids know. Listen, let me tell you something. As a parent, if your child want to go in the music industry, as a parent, you have to be there to protect you. Never leave your child alone. Never leave your child alone because that child is a child. You are responsible for that child. So everywhere your child go, you must go be there. Any contract need to be signed, you must read the paper for your child. You must do everything for your child because you are the safe guardian for your child. Your child cannot make decision for he or herself because they are underage. So when you let a 15 or 12-year-old go out there, yeah, common sense. Common sense. Did it drop them? Oh my God. Okay, I'm Jamie Mitchell. Jimmy drugged them in what? What? How they got there? You mean did it went in their house and drag them out? Come to me? No. How they got there? See, this is the problem. People do not want to take accountability and responsibility for what these kids went through because these kids, it's the parent. It's the parent. He had his own children there. Oh, come on, stop. No, stop. Stop. We had one person come on social media. Oh, they saw a lot of kids over there going on, but they didn't call the police, which is a lie. None of these people call the police. Why? Because they know they was in cahoots with P. Diddy. That's why. And I come to the understanding, people, the reason why there is no police report for criminal charges, because these people were all in cahoots. The only thing they could go for is civil court to get money. They cannot get no criminal case because they were all in cahoots. That's I just came to thoughts. That's the reason why. Read news, the kids was there and what? Nobody want to speak the truth. They're all lying. Who you go? Do you believe Cassie? Do you believe the bodyguard? The bodyguard? Do you believe the male escort? Do you believe these people? Do you believe these people? Do you believe these people? Mean Gene Jagger, right? These people have so much information, but you have all this information, but you never once go to the police because it's all about the money. It's all about the money. Yeah, miss it. This court is a circus. You're 100% right. It's a circus. It's a circus of sexual desires and freak offs and what people do behind closed door. That's all it is. It just exposed Hollywood. And do we think P. Diddy is the only one? Come on. King Combe is a freak also. Everybody's a freak. Everyone is a freak. Everyone that socialized himself with this case is a freak because they all did something freaky when they were on their drugs. That's what it is. These females and male, they were so drugged up that they do not recall some of the things that happened. And like I said, when they see themselves on tape, they say, oh my God, that's me. Or I do that. Oh my God, I feel ashamed. Shame is something that is an immorality act. The shame won't be so bad if you know. You understand? The shame will don't be so bad if you know, but it's when other people know, then it's a shame. It's not a shame when if you the only person you did something, you're not ashamed of it. You're not ashamed of it. If you and a person did something and you keep it between, you're not ashamed of it. But it's when other people find out or know, that's when it become a shame. And that's right now. Cassidy is shame, her husband is shame, and I guarantee you, after this case over, their marriage is done. Done. People aren't getting paid for this case. So people not getting paid? Yeah, right. Cassidy didn't get paid? What do you call that? A $30 million is not a payday? 20 from Combs and 20 from the 10 from the hotel? She didn't get paid? Come on. I wouldn't say bribery. Yeah, bribery, but it's not a he didn't do that all the time. Bribe people. He listen, he told the guy, listen, man, listen, I want to buy that tape because it's not looking good. It will mess up her career. Listen, man, I'm gonna buy that tape. But hear this now. It's not the bribe earner, it's the one who took the bribe worse. Now, listen, they're both bad. But it's not the briber, it's the one who took the bribe. Because you don't have to take the bribe. The briber job is to bribe you. That's what I do. I'm a briber. I'm going to bribe you to do something or for give me something, and I give you money. That's all it is. So he took the money where that make him look. Okay. Listen, I just explained to you. They got paid. They got paid. Listen, they know they did not have a criminal case against Diddy. Cassie did not have a criminal case against Diddy. It have to came from the federal. So in other words, for her, she had to make some type of plea bargain or deal because I'm sure they're gonna ask her why you did not file a police report the same way you went to the FBI with all your evidence and this and that. But the evidence the evidence that she brought forward, it was all from her private video collection where she watched herself, where she set up dates. She was the madam. She's a brothel leader, head, a mother. They're all into together, man. Yes, they all have backup plan. It's not about that liquor store. No, no, it's not about that. P. Diddley got himself caught up in this through his demonic ways. I guarantee you, I believe P. Diddy was molested in his younger years. I believe that. I believe this man was molested. I believe something dramatic happened to this mother, and I wouldn't be surprised if this come out sooner than later. All of them been paid, settled before this case. What should they do their money afterwards? Listen, see, you see, so now you're talking some sense. They're all been paid. Cassidy been paid. And I believe Cassidy probably did a plea bargain with the FBI. She need protection. All of them, all of them. That's why I say I don't believe none of these people. Jugger Wright, Mean Gene, Gene D, whatever they want to call them, they're all full of crap. These people have information and left, just hold on to it because they worry about their pockets, their bag. They're trying to look, oh, they're not going after him. Stop it. So you trying to tell me they're going after him? Okay, okay, Missy. They're going after Pete Diddy because what he did to the liquor company. How you explain his domestic violence behavior towards Cassie? He should not be punished for that. He should not be dealt for that. He should not be dealt for that. He should not be dealt for that. He should let free. That's what you're saying, right? Oh, forget about Cassie. Forget about Cassie. Oh, she. Yeah. He didn't do nothing to Cassie. For a man to kick a woman in the head, to stomp her out like that. Come on now. And I don't care if she's a prostitute, if she's the lowest of the lowest, if she's it doesn't matter. She's still a human being. Still a human being. Straight up evil. You don't treat no next human being, female or male, like that. You don't kick anyone. You don't punch anyone. You don't pine drive anyone. You don't do none of that to another human being. None of that. It doesn't matter if she's a female or male. You don't treat another human being like that. And that's the problem with in the morality. These people, they don't have no morals. Charge him for what he really did. Don't make up charges. How are you gonna make up recap charges? And this man was beating up this woman, domestic violence. He pay a fine, but the fine should come with jail time. But guess what? No, Missy, time has been served. For domestic violence, 6 months to 8 months, time and pay a fine, time has been served. Because they could not get him on domestic violence, because she never filed a case. She did not want to file a case against this man. A woman's scorn is a worse. A woman's scorn is a worse, so she want to get revenge. And how a woman get a revenge on a man? She break his pocket. Without money, P. Diddy cannot do nothing. Technically, he should have some cases against him. There should be domestic violence case against him. But guess what? That's why you know these people full of crap. The Jagger right, the Minja, they're all domestic violence. Talk about it. If you know someone is getting beat up, and you go to that person and say, listen, I saw what happened. I seen that. Listen, that doesn't sit well with me. If you don't correct it, I'm going to correct it. So as time passed, the person don't correct it, you correct it. You call the police. I witnessed this man pile driver, Cassie. All of these people come on social on the case, how they witnessed the violence towards Cassie. Who did a police report? Who went to the precinct? No one did. No one did, because they know they could not, because they are in cahoots with Diddy. Plain and simple. Having a lot of that or releasing has nothing to do with the word moving on Trump on their hand. You have proof that he did that. Do you have proof, Dan, that he did that? Do you have proof that he analyzed this lady? Do you have proof? You cannot come and say this and that. You cannot come and say that this man did that. You don't have proof. You don't have proof. You cannot say this man did anything to anyone. You don't have proof. We don't have proof. We don't have proof, guys. Proof. You have to have proof. You cannot make allegation just like everyone is making allegation P. Diddy. And I'm being fair. Everyone is making allegation P. Diddy, but did anyone file a case against him legally? Not civil. Did anyone go to the precinct and start filing paperwork towards this man? No. No. So if you didn't file a case, how you expect this man should be held accountable for his action? So you went to the federal government, and the federal government said, okay, we can look, okay, we could get a RICO, this and that. We're gonna do something, but we can't do nothing about you. I know he beat you up, but we're gonna release the tape to the public. Let the public be the public judge of him. And the public rule the QP did. Yes, they did. But is he being charged for that? No. What this man is being charged for, I don't believe. I believe they're all in cahoots together. They all knew what was going down, guys. They all knew what was going down. Because he's your fellow. Listen, get out of here, Tajana, whatever your name is. I'm going to block you. Listen, I don't really block people, but don't come in here with your negative file. Don't come in here with that type of people who say things like that need to look in the mirror. People who come in channel and talk using that gay AY, you saying that, maybe you look in the mirror. I'm backing him. Huh? See, you another one. Maybe you should learn. Listen, now. Maybe you should learn from the. Maybe you should learn. Like I said before, people just come into a chat and hear what you're speaking about, and didn't take a time to sit back and listen to the overall conversation before they speak. Now you say I'm supporting Diddy. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I'm supporting Diddy. Yeah. And you supporting Cassie, right? Like Cassie, she's not a liar. They all lie, guys. They're all lies. They're liars. They're all lies. Guys, thank you for all the likes, man. We have what 13 likes, 12 likes. I appreciate it. Thank everyone, man. Listen, anyone want to come up? Anyone want to come up on the chat? Anyone want to come up on the chat? If you want to come up on the chat, guys, let me know. Send me your email in the chat, and we come up and we could speak about this. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This is the man here, man. See, this is the man that you want to come out, right? This man been traumatized. This man went through a lot of stuff in his younger years. I think he's been molested. I think something went down heavy in this man's life. Because there's no normal person should act like that. No normal human being should be treating people like, he's just saying, let it play out. Okay, we're gonna let it play out. We're gonna, listen. One thing I know in Hollywood, these type of behavior been going on for years. It's nothing new. It's nothing new, guys. These behavior been going on for years and years, and now it's to the point where people are like, wow, wait a minute here. I didn't know this was going on. People, this was going on for years. Go. Listen, you need to go watch an interview with Dapper Dan. Dapper Dan is 80 years old, guys. 80 years old. He knew the parents of Sean Cole and P. Diddy. He knew the parents. He knew the parents, and on the mother, the sister, he knew everyone. Did he need to be locked up for life? This man needs some type of therapy. You know what I mean? Listen now, people. I believe in the Most High God, and this is a part of this series where I'm going to come from a spiritual point of view, because I believe everything happens in spiritual that manifests in the physical. Hear this now. Sean Cole, and I'm not a supporter of Sean Cole. I'm a supporter of fairness and righteousness. Everyone to be treated equally. I don't care what you do as a human being. As a human being, we must be treated equally, because I didn't make you. That's all I'm saying. It's not about white, it's not about black, and I'm glad this case is not about that. It's about whatever it is now, if you want to call it a case, a circus, a gimmick, a show, because what it is, people just don't do these things on their own. There have to be some type of what we call it. I don't know what I'm looking for. There have to be some type of source where it is coming from. Nobody get up in the morning and think of these things. I'm gonna have a freak off, this, that. That something is not right here. But on a spiritual point of view, this is it. You have these entertainers that there's 3 doors. There's 3 doors. Mark my word. The middle door is independent artists. The right door, you want to call it a group, a fraternity. On the left also is a fraternity. So when you go in the music industry, you're independent. The door on the right is a fraternity. There's rules. You go through that door. Things you have to do. Same thing on the right, the left. You go through that door. Things you have to do. As they say, ritual, whatever. You have to do it. You have to do what you have to do. Some of these entertainers go through both doors, right and the left door. The middle door is independent. You don't have no legal bond to no music label. You're independent. They're trying to get you to come over here. You sure you're gonna do it your own? You need it. Da, 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 da. We're gonna give you $2 million up front. Blah blah blah. We're gonna give you all this over there. They said no, 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 no. Because you've been warned. If you go through the right or the left door, or you go through both doors, you are loyal for life. I'm going to say it again. You are loyal for life. When you, it's like a marriage. Oh my God, it's a marriage because it's a contract. And that contract say you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do this, you got to do that, you got to do that, you got to do that, and that, and that, and that. Because you want to be famous. You want to be wealthy. You want to have the jewelry. You want to have all the clothes. You want to have all of that. And once you go in that fraternity, and you know certain things that what go down in those fraternities, because you are living and you're weeping off the benefit that the fraternity is giving you. Till one day you decide to go against fraternity. Everything that you do negative, which they do know about, it will stay very, very dormant because you are loyal to the fraternity. But once you decide to say, wait a minute here, I don't like the name of this song. I don't like this tune no more. I want to get off this train. I don't like this gravy train no more. It's a marriage. What is a marriage? A contract. And what is a music industry? A contract. Once you start disobeying what's in that contract, you're going to have problems. And all your negative vibes that you put out over the years will come to light. And hear this now. Once you sign that contract, willingly or unwillingly, you accepted the gift. P. Diddy, Sean Cole, we understand. I believe something happened to this man in his younger years. I believe he probably was molested. I don't have proof. The only thing I have is my experience. I work in this field. That once a kid traumatized and start living out these things, something is not clicking. Something. So these entertainers have tattoos. They have tattoos. Let me see if I could draw what that thing look like. It's like we call it something baffinite, something. Because that is what those groups stand for. The one, the right, on the left. This for baffinite is a man and a female. Have a face of a female and the upper breast part of a female. Face look like a female, have breasts like a female, and the lower have a penis and a vagina. P. Diddy in this case loved both worlds. So when they made a contract with this entity, because that's what it's an entity, it just didn't come up like that. You had to open doors, and you have to go through doors. Do you understand people what I'm saying? The doors. When you open those doors, you said you accept, you surrender your morality to them. That's what it means. You sell your soul, people. Don't think you're in a room, people chanting over you. No, it's you. Nobody can make you sell your soul but you. Hello, wake up, wake up. Basically, a chick with a stick, basically, and a vagina. Orlando Jones, yes. So I think they have a tattoo. A lot of artists have tattoo of that. People. Music. Who was in music? Do you know Lucifer was the chief musician? His voice sound like sparkling water, crystal clear, the beautiful. This man, the way the Most High and the Word of God describe this entity. My God, people, handsome, tall, smart people. And he was the man of music, instruments, everything, symbol, everything. He's an author, he's a music man. Why you think music is the most influenced thing on this earth? Music. Nothing is on trial for. Diddy's on trial for immorality. That's what he's on trial for. But hear this now. A person cannot have an empire without associates and workers. Where are the associates and workers? They should be held accountable. Where are they? Where are they, people? Where are they? Just only P. Diddy one alone did this whole thing. Cassidy had nothing to do with it. Cassidy one that calling up people. Oh, I'm ready for the next freak off. Yeah, this is next freak off. Oh, I want this man. He have to have the biggest this. Where is accountability? Let me tell you something. And that is a problem with the Baphomet, right? He blamed account responsibility in other people without taking accountability for himself. It's the way it is, people. Robin Martin, good morning. Thank you guys for coming alive, man. I appreciate everyone coming alive this morning. So we, Tupac. Oh God, oh God, oh God. Tupac. Tupac was very ignorant in certain ways. Smart guy, but he was very emotional, unstable. People don't see that. He was very he was on emotion unsteady, guys. And saw that happen. Saw that happen. Same thing with Biggie. Saw that what happened. Listen, I believe, I believe, I believe, this is what I believe. I believe that a lot of these rappers that you see that still here or whoever been transition passed on, listen to their lyrics. Go and listen to their lyrics. 20 odd years later, Biggie in the 80s, not in the 80s, in the 90s and early 2000, go listen to Busta Rhymes lyrics. Go listen to Biggie Small lyrics. Go and listen to LL Cool J lyrics. Some of the things these people are promoting in their lyrics, it was from the Buffer Night agenda. You could say all you want. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Tupac, Biggie Small. They all know what happened. But they can't say nothing what happened. Because it's part of the deal. That's the thing, what happened. That's the thing. Listen, people cover up things, man. People do things behind the scene, and when it happened. But people who benefit from people's death, people benefit from people's death all the time, every time. But the sad thing about it is this, these young people been lied to, you know, because grew up in the 90s, man, and people. It was just a lot of negative things, but now I'm seeing it through the music, what the music represent. And I'm listening to Tupac song, I'm listening to Biggie Small, I'm listening to LL, I'm listening to Busta Rhymes. Like, oh my God, some of these songs was perverted, guys. Perverted. You have LL, he, she, a man is in the bathroom in a dress peeing. People, these type of lifestyle behavior going on for years, especially in hip hop. It didn't start with P. Diddy, and it's not going to start with P. Diddy. It's still going on without P. Diddy. There's someone else there to pick up that nasty, demonic behavior. They're all being under the demonic control because these people don't have no morality no more. The morality went out the window because of what? Money. And it doesn't matter where, what point of view you come from, what you speak about. It always go back to the American dollar about money. And I'm going to leave you guys with this morning. Thank everyone for coming in, guys. Make sure we get some subscribers, some views. Thank you, appreciate it. I'm going to leave you guys with this thought. What is to gain the whole world, but to lose your morality, your soul? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? You know it's going to change the game, but what I'm saying, is it worth it? The Tupac, the Biggie, the Michael Jackson, the Princes, the Elvis Presley, the Jimi Hendrix, all of these people was promised something, but was it worth it? That's what the bottom line is. Is it worth the fame, the glory, the wealth, and to lose your morality and your soul? Is it worth it? That's the question I'm going to leave you guys with today. Is it worth it? Is it worth it? And it doesn't have nothing to do with color, guys. Nothing. And I will do a show probably later on about color. I don't believe in color. Because some of the some good people I know, they're not of my color. And some of the good people I know of my color, and some of the worst and evil people of my color and are not. Does it matter if you need an open heart surgery and he's the best doctor, he's black, he's white, you don't want it? Pride? Listen, guys, thank you for joining me, guys. Question is it worth it to gain The whole wide world. When I mean the whole wide world, wealth, businesses, cars, house, have it all. But is it worth it to lose your immorality and your soul over? Is it worth it? Thank you for joining me, guys. My name is Wesley, host of YARDCHAT, guys. I appreciate everyone that's coming on this morning. I thank you very much. I appreciate everyone that's showing support, guys. But before we leave, guys, make sure you check out my profile on YouTube. We do have merchandise. We do have hats. If you want a hat, we have all different colors, guys. This is the black and gold, and cream, black and cream. This is the brown. We have all different hats, guys. If you want, just hit me up on my DM me on YouTube, YARDCHAT promotion@gmail.com. And we're just gonna go with the thing, guys. Appreciate everyone coming on, and I appreciate everyone supporting our platform. And thank you again. Thank you again, guys. We're on for an hour and 30 minutes. Usually I go for 2 hours, but this morning it's been a long night, man. Crazy thing happened. Let me share a story with you guys last night. Before I go, this is a crazy story, guys. Check this out. So last night I went into work. I work overnight in nursing, right, in their department. So I went to work, guys. I didn't have to work. I messed up my schedule. I forgot I work Monday, off Tuesday, work Wednesday, and I was off Thursday and Friday. And I went to work last night. I'm like, it was completely different. Like, it's my coworkers, but like the staff was different. It's not the regular people I work. I'm like, what's going on? But what happened, Wednesday night, I floated to a different unit. And that was the first time I floated. And not say I floated first time, but I usually check in the computer my schedule before I leave work. And I was just so eager to get out of here. It was a rough Tuesday night, man. Wednesday night, it was very rough. So I usually look at my schedule and make a copy of it, and I didn't do that. So I lost track of everything. I'm like, today's what, Wednesday? Thursday? I got to go to work. And I forgot that Thursday and Friday was I went into work as the punching. Looking at the assignment sheet, I'm like, I'm not. So what side I'm on? Like where, what unit? I know the unit, but we have four, nurses here, one here, one here. I'm like, okay, where do I work? I saw the guy said, you're not on the schedule. Oh, you're here tonight? I said, oh, I touched the schedule. I was off, man. It was crazy, but it was a good night, So I at least I got to get some sleep and coming on this morning. So that was this story, guys. Thank you guys for joining again. Make sure you press like, share, and listen. There's 16 people in the chat and there's 15 likes. Please make sure, could we have more than 15 likes? I'm getting log off, guys. So everybody leave the chat, press the like button, guys. Thank you. Next time. All right, guys.